So today I have a quick and very exciting update for the channel. I went ahead and just purchased this car. So I wanted to go ahead and introduce it to the channel as it's going to be appearing semi-regularly in future videos. It's likely going to see some track use here and there, but is most likely going to be spending a lot of its time as a daily driver. I wanted to just go over some of the unique things about this car, why I bought this particular car, and how I snagged it as cheap as I did. So this here is the 2017 Camaro SS 1LE. The most significant thing about this particular car is that it did come with the 1LE package, which was a $7,000 option that GM offered from factory to turn the Camaro into a track weapon. This meant stiffer suspension tuning through the magnetic damping system, stiffer sway bars, wider tires and wider rims to accommodate those tires to give it more grip in the corners and help it hide its 3,600 pound weight. This also meant bigger brakes with 6-piston Brembo calipers that are going to allow the car to come to a stop despite that higher weight. Also in the 1LE package is some stuff in the interior, such as this Alcantara steering wheel, Alcantara shifter, and the really nice Recaro seats that I am currently sitting in. All of this together make the 1LE definitely a bit more than your average Camaro and unique as well. Under the hood, it is still the same LT1 6.2-liter V8 with 455 horsepower. This particular car had an LT2 intake mounted from a C8 Corvette, along with the C8 Corvette engine cover. So it's kind of a funny thing with this particular car. If I were to bring this to a Cars and Coffee and just open the hood and leave it there, I'm sure it would probably leave a lot of people confused, as it is quite hard to tell the difference between the two with just an engine cover to separate them for the most part. Now, as for my plans with this car, I don't really know at the moment. I definitely don't have any plans to modify it anytime soon. I really do like the way it's set up from factory, and I don't think there's much that I can immediately find to improve upon. It might see track use maybe once or twice a year. I still do have the Miata, which has been an ongoing track build and will still maintain its duty as the primary track car and will continue to develop over time. However, because of how good this car is on a track, I'm definitely going to want to get it out there a couple times just to experience what it's capable of and what the difference in the 1LE package actually feels like. Now, as for why I went for a Camaro in particular, the Camaro has always been one of my favorite cars, and I've come to the realization in modern times that the ability to own a V8 rear-wheel drive stick-shift sports car is something that we may not be able to do as easily in the future. The manual transmission in particular is really starting to become hard to find, and I wanted to be able to experience this car for what it is in its pure capacity before time could potentially run out. Well, I had originally been looking for a 5th generation Camaro SS. That was more of the budget that I was trying to kind of live in and spend. But the reason that I bought this particular car here is right there on the odometer. You can see it's got 5,700 miles on it after 7 years, so it's essentially a new car and was almost never driven by the previous owner. Now, this is significant because I was able to get this car a lot cheaper than I probably should have been able to, and it ended up just seeming to be the better value buy over time. I'm probably going to be able to drive this car quite a few years and quite a lot of miles without really losing much money on it, whereas if I went for a Gen 5, it probably would have been higher mileage and higher depreciation. So yeah, I didn't want to make this a super long video, but I wanted to just put the car out there. I'm really excited about, one, being able to actually drive and experience this, especially in the context of what I was saying, where cars like this are becoming truly rare to come by, especially from a new car perspective. There's not a lot of manufacturers that are putting out new cars like this. I mean, the Camaro in particular has just been discontinued. So that's another thing that might help the depreciation curve of a car like this, but it's also going to make enjoying something like this that much more valuable along the way. I'm really excited to see what the car has to offer in the future, what else I might do with it on the channel, definitely to get it out on the track and see what it's capable of there. But yeah, that's about it for this particular video. If you want to check out the Miata that I was talking about, you can find the build series as a playlist on my channel. Other than that, if you want to stay tuned with this, the Miata build, or anything else that I've been doing on the channel, be sure to subscribe. And other than that, thanks for watching and have a great day.